What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome to another video. Today we're going to be checking out KD's Fat Buu. So this is part of a diorama that does include a Vegeta. Now I did not purchase the Vegeta since I do have Sume Vegeta. So we're just reviewing Buu. Yesterday we did the unboxing. Today we're going to check out the review, see how it looks in the collection. I'll show you it next to Sume Vegeta here in just a sec. But first, let's just, analyze this statue. So you have a standard underbase, which is honestly about maybe a tad bigger than that one. It's not very big. It's like, there's my hand. It's not a big underbase, but it does stick out quite a bit due to all of this that's going on. It also is quite tall. It's almost touching my ceiling, actually. So this is a tall piece. My ceiling only has a clearance of about 30 inches. So I think this is like 28 inches tall. I didn't measure it. You can check out KD's official website for dimensions and if you want to purchase this. So you have the standard KD underbase. Now KD did decide to remove the Dragon Balls, which he used to have. It started with these two, and he's just decided to remove it. I believe he removed it because it's just easier without it. There's no light up for worry of light up not working, which we'll talk about. But I do prefer the look of the Dragon Balls. I would say do Dragon Balls, but not have them lit up. Just have them as little glass Dragon Balls. I don't care about the light up. I hate light up. But I do love the dragons on each side. Now, the actual logo itself is still like a cheaper logo. It's not as good as like Sume Vegeta. You look at Sume Vegeta, which I did move, by the way. It has like a real Dragon Ball, and the letters just look more clear, and it looks better printed. But this is all unlicensed. They all look, in my opinion, not that great. Like, it's not bad, but it's not great. Like Sume does the best logos, 100%. Now, the actual base, you have about a 2-inch thick rock base. And it's your typical rock from any other DBZ statue. And it does blend into the main upper part of the base as well. Similar paint apps, slightly different shading. But, it's just brown rocks. There's some shading of a little gray, but overall it looks good. When you go above is where you get more or less what's holding Buu, because in this scene, Buu is technically flying. Of course, there's only two options to get a character flying. You put a stick up the butt, or you get some sort of environmental piece to hold it. So he chose to do like the sand, like, he's falling back. The sand is like lifting him up because of the force of the energy blast, the atomic blast. So really cool sound effect, very similar to like the Vegeta Final Flash, similar, like really rough texture. Also has multiple rocks through it. And it looks really good. I like it. It almost kind of reminds me as well of VKH's Cooler, the Goku vs. Cooler. If you remember that one had massive, like way bigger than this, massive freaking like sand waves. And this one is the biggest I now own. Vegeta has a really cool effect. It's not as big, but Buu is massive. But it looks really good, and also does match Sume Vegeta quite well. Sume Vegeta is, different, and in general, I still like it better. But overall, this is a very nice effect. It looks really good. Buu is sitting right there at his put, his butt, pegged in. He pegs in nicely. Now let's check out Buu himself. So he is quite a big fat boy. You got his legs with a really nice micro texture. Same with the white outfit part. And this is something his original Kid Buu lacked, was that texture on Buu himself. So KD did a really good job on the texture work. The actual gloves, he did not do texture, thank God. Because I really dislike when KD does textures on gloves. It just looks bad in my opinion. But he did a really good job here. I wish he would have did this similar effect on this. I hate those hands. They're ugly. But Buu looks really good. Textures where you want to have them. The big Majin symbol. He got his jacket, which also does have a really fine texture. Same with his belt. And his belt does look good. It is broken as well here in the back. But overall, it looks really good. The Ki Blast looks great, coming right out of him, ripping his pants. So all the like rips and folds look really well done. Now the cape, this is a similar cape to like the Deborah statue. If you remember that one, and that one also had a nasty texture that nobody liked. Thank God KD did not do it on this. It looks so much better just doing a cape like this. I do not like super extreme textures on a cape. I think the best capes are honestly the prime ones. They do have a texture, but it's very fine and it's not like super thick like the Deborah was. But this cape looks really good. I think it works really well. Buu's face looks good. You got the tongue, the teeth. Now it's a very simple looking character, of course. Then you have the key blast going inside. And the key blast gets bigger and bigger as it shoots out of Fat Buu. So overall, it does look really good. I like it quite a bit. I think the texture's on point. The colors look really well. You know, the yellow, the pink, the purple, the shading in the cape looks really well done. You know, the different shades of purple from lighter to darker. Overall, it looks really good and it has good presence. Now let's see it next to Sume. So I think this pair is really good. You know, KD's Vegeta is bigger than Sume. It's like quite a bit bigger, probably about 15%. And I think one big reason I didn't want to do that one as well after seeing the size is it would look too big next to these three. And I want them all on the same scale. And I feel like Buu right here, he looks in scale with this setup. Now, like that looks really good. It has a lot of presence. I'm able to see Buu at pretty much all angles. And this is the best spot for it because I can see the back part here. And then as I walk in front, I can see the front part. Now, if I did it over there, I wouldn't see it nearly as good. Same with Sume Vegeta. So I simply used a little bit of putty, removed the logo from right here to put it here. It's not a massive, you know, deal having that right there. It doesn't bug me like some pegs would. You know, and I used this museum putty and puttied it right in. So the only thing I'm technically missing is these two little dragons. So I'd love to buy some from KD and put two little dragons on each side. Frankly, I do that to all my statues, have those little dragons. I think they're sick. But I think it does pair extremely well. So I think if you own Sume Vegeta, you don't want to buy duplicate statues like, you know, having two of the same, and you can't bring yourself to sell Sume because you're like me, a huge fan of it, then I think buying Buu is a good choice. Now there is a, you know, difference in the, you know, like this sand effect is darker, you know, and I think in general it just does look better than this sand effect. Not like way better, but maybe like 0.1 better. But this also has the cloud effect, you know, which looks really good. The aura, you know, I'm a huge fan of that Sume Vegeta, like huge fan. I will never sell that statue. That'd be like one of the final statues I ever keep, actually. That and like Goro. So I do absolutely love the KD, you know, Vegeta. And I think if you don't own Sume, buy the KD Vegeta with this Buu. I'm a huge fan of these diorama pieces that KD's been doing. You know, Vegeta versus Buu, Gohan versus Cell. I think it's amazing. I wish he would have did a similar effect actually with Goku and Frieza. Like he did sort of like two museum poses, but it's not like Goku doing a Kamehameha versus Frieza doing a, you know, some blast. I prefer that and this versus that. I think that looks better in my opinion. But overall, I'm real happy with all my KD statues. I think they all are very well done. Buu does look great up high because he has really good presence, like really good presence. Plus, like I said in my unboxing, you want him up high if you want to see his face. So I feel like it looks really good up high. You know, I definitely would not recommend this low shelf because you're not going to see his face at all. Granted, his face isn't the best thing to see. But in general, I still like seeing the faces on my statues. But yeah, he definitely looks really good. Now let's check out the light up feature. That's it, folks. That's it. I've taken the Buu off multiple times. You see that? There's like a tiny flicker. Yeah, the light up doesn't work. So I've taken Buu off and tried to reposition him. I'm going to take the statue down and maybe try to clean if there's paint on it, like what happened with my Cell. But KD really needs to get, you know, on point if he's doing light up. If you can't handle doing light up, just stop. Just stop, bro. I'm sorry, but how many times do I have issues with light ups? Enough is enough. Don't even offer a light up if you can't get it right. So, you know, I mean, granted, I was never going to use the light up to begin with, but it's nice knowing it has a light up. Because what if someday I decide to sell this and I tell the person, oh, it doesn't light up? They might cancel the sale. Because some people, it is a big deal. So, you know, it sucks that the light up doesn't work. I don't know if it's Buu or the base, but it does not light up, folks. So I can't show that to you. I'm going to fig with it. Maybe I can get it working. If I do, I'll post a video on my Instagram and Facebook group. But for this video review, as of right now, I have lifted Buu off the base, put him back in 4 times to no avail. Nothing changed. The only other thing I could do now at this point is try cleaning all the electricity, you know, where it pegs in at the butt and in the base. Clean them. See if there's maybe some paint overspray. If there is, and I cleaned it off, you know, with like, you know, an earplug thing and like alcohol. That's what fixed my cell originally. Or it was Gohan as well. Both of them had light up issues. But yeah, I've tried wiggling it while it was turned on to see if I could get it, but I still can't get it to work. So anyways, overall, I am happy with this statue. I definitely am happy I got it. I think it looks great. And overall, the only issue I had was the light up. Other than that, everything fit good. It looks good. It's big. It was priced pretty reasonably. I think the Vegeta's overpriced, you know, at $1,300. You know, like that's as much as like Prime 1 Vegeta. And Prime 1 Vegeta, you get 3 heads, you know, multiple arms. You know, I think that's a much better bang for your buck than KD's Vegeta at the same price. So, you know, if you're going to charge license prices, then you need to provide equivalent in terms of, you know, what you're getting. So I definitely think it's overpriced. But Buu is priced very reasonable at $500 plus ship, and I think ship was $230. So I think he's very well priced and definitely a good buy, especially if you have Sume Vegeta. So, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And be sure to join my Facebook group, DBZ Resin Collectors, and I'll see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe. Have a great day. Actually, never mind, folks. I got it to finally work. I did have to clean the ports, and it worked. So here is the light up. Thank goodness. We have Sume. I don't have sound connected. I haven't connected all my DBZ statues sound-wise. So, Alexa, turn off DBZ statue room lights.
A couple things.
Alexa, turn off DBZ statue room lights. Let's see if she can actually do it.
A couple things share that
Nope.
name. Statue room and video game statue room. Which one?
Alexa, shut up. It's interesting Sume Vegeta is flickering like that. Normally it doesn't. It stops
A
flickering.
couple things share that name. Statue room and video game statue room.
Alexa, shut up. All right. There you go, folks. Look at that. Pretty cool light up, right? So it does light up the entire aura, just so you're aware. Like in person, it's lit up, everything. It is actually quite bright. Thank goodness. Alrighty, later.